Thank you for watching. If you like my content, I would love for you to support my Patreon page. Starting as low as $3 per month, you can contribute to my media. Contributions allow me to upgrade equipment and more time to dedicate to bring you up-to-date videos and merchandise. Click the link below in the description to get started today. And again, thank you so much for supporting me all these years. Tiffany Haddish Aries. Let's talk about it. So, first of all, before we even get in this video, I want to just let y'all know a little bit about my background. Before I actually decided to stop doing it, my passion was working with kids, specifically teenage boys. I worked at the Wichita Children's Home for 3.5 years, actually combined, because I came back. So combined, it was about 6 years. My major was social work, but I got out of that because I'm not going to lie to you. I have a lot of kids and the money just wasn't there. It had nothing to do with the kids. It was just the fact that I wasn't making enough money. I wasn't going to struggle just to prove a point. I continue today to mentor kids and help them out. I totally am for the safety of children, especially young girls. I am an advocate for stopping any type of sex trafficking, sexual abuse. I'm a part of a union that, I guess you could say union, that is highly against any type of trafficking when it comes to truckers or over-the-road truckers. When I was driving a few years ago, I took a pledge for that. I was actually one of the people that implemented the importance on that, and that's why all truckers have to go through that type of training. I think every time they recertify their CDL, if I'm not mistaken. If you're a driver, you can correct me on that. I am totally against any type of sexual abuse, but one thing I am a man. I am a man who has been accused of sexual assault, which was proven hella false, because I'm not the type of dude that's going to pay out of court. I'm going to blast you and have you tell the truth, but that's another story for another day. But Tiffany Haddish and Aries have been accused of grooming. Depending on where you go on the internet, some people call it rape, some people call it sexual assault, all types of shit. And I'm not here for it, at least specifically on Tiffany Haddish's part. And let me say something else. I am not a big Tiffany Haddish fan at all. I don't really think she's that funny. She's okay. I mean, every now and then she gives me a giggle, but she's not somebody that I'm just like, oh my God, Tiffany Haddish. I mean, I'm proud of her. I know her background. She came from the foster care system. I was in the foster care system for briefly. I totally respect her and where she came from and how far she's come. I get it, and I totally understand where her lifestyle, everything she is. I know she's a very giving person. I actually have a friend who lived down in California and said that Tiffany Haddish actually helped her. So I know it's not fake. I know this is real, and I will say that I got respect for her on that aspect, but as far as her comedy, I mean, it's like hit or miss, mostly hit. Basically, Tiffany Haddish was on Aries' channel. I think it was Funny or Die, and they made a couple of skits. I guess one of the skits, Tiffany Haddish was showing a girl how to give fellatio, and another skit, which everyone saw, Aries was doing weird stuff with the kid, pouring oil on him and all types of craziness. Was the skits appropriate? No, hell no. Them shits, that was not cool at all. Were they funny? Absolutely not. I saw no humor in any of that shit. I thought it was horrible. Hopefully the one with Tiffany Haddish service, I do want to see it for educational purposes so I can see how bad it is. And we can go from there. But I'm making this video because I'm really, really tired of how everybody is jumping on bandwagons when it comes to this type of stuff. Unless you were there, Unless you were there, unless you were really involved in this thing, you don't know what it is. All you know is what we know. The news knows. No one knows for sure. Everyone's quoting like Cat Williams quotes where he didn't say anything about her being a predator. He just said she wasn't funny. And I think a lot of us agree on that. She's goofy. She's fun to be around. She's literally worked her butt off to get where she is today. Now, let's talk about the video. And I know everyone's probably going to get in the comments and say, oh, well, are you supporting? No, I'm not supporting like that. I'm just telling you how it is. I would do this for anybody. So let's talk about the video. The video was filmed and produced in 2014. Okay, let me tell you something about Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish was in a lot of skits in those days. She wasn't famous at all. She wasn't famous by any means of the word. Or she was famous on like the comedy circuits, but she wasn't like Tiffany Haddish how she is today. She wasn't Breakfast Club interviews and TV shows, national TV shows, and hosting award shows. Tiffany Haddish. She was just a young chick, young comedian trying to get hers in. So basically, she did this skit, and among many other skits, she has skits with like Mike Epps and a few other cats. They're out there. I actually saw a skit, the Obamas, that Mike Epps did a while ago. I think it was like 2010. And I didn't realize then that it was Tiffany Haddish because I didn't know who she was. Tiffany Haddish didn't blow up until 2017 when she did Girls Trip. When she did Girls Trip, her career went, phew. Baby girl was on. You know what I'm saying? She was on. It was popping, and everything was good. She was doing all types of stuff. And the only thing funny I really can say about her, I loved her little ongoing joke with the white dress, how she wore that white dress to every award show. That's real talk, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but other than that, I haven't really been into her like that. I've seen a few of her movies, and I'm, like I said, it's hit or miss, mostly hit, mostly miss. So, but I want to talk about how everyone is just immediately ready to cancel her. Aries Spears, if anything, I blame him because he should have knew better. Aries Spears has been around since like the 90s. He's been in movies. He's been in film. This is all before this skit was made. So, and you know what's funny? Yo, I saw, I forgot, cat, I think his name was Cashflow Harlem. I think that's his name. The cat on TikTok and Instagram. He does the raps. He raps social commentary. And he was talking about, he showed like all these pictures of Aries Spears and Aries Spears on Def Jam back when I was a teenager. And I didn't know that was Aries Spears. I know Aries Spears from Mad TV. So that is crazy that Aries Spears has been around. He don't even look the same no more. He don't look like he used to look back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, people said that he got in a car wreck and that kind of did something to him. I don't know. I mean, hopefully he gets his mental health checked or something. But he's done a lot of weird skits, like the Cosby skit. If you watch the Cosby tapes, he's done, and I find it weird that nobody's really coming down on that because I didn't find that funny either. You know, and Tiffany Haddish was in, I think, one of those. It's like a part 1 and a part 2. So my thing is this. Tiffany Haddish, I wouldn't put the blame on her because you got to understand where she came from. If you got somebody as famous as Aries Spears that wants to work with you, that wants to put you on, and I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, I'm just saying what it is. He's trying to put you on. You want to get on. This dude telling you to do these skits. He has a little production team or whatever. And then the kids that were involved, from what I hear, this was Tiffany Haddish's homegirl. I'm going to get to that in a second. So he puts you on and you're doing whatever he tells you to do because he says it's funny. You want to be known, so you go with it. You know what I'm saying? So you go with it. It comes out. The video, I looked at the old site that they found it on. The video it couldn't have been no more than 1,500 views. So that shit bombed. Honestly, I didn't know nothing about that skit. And I'm the king of YouTube when it comes to watching content. I've seen pretty much every funny, legendary skit, every sick, gross skit, everything that you can imagine from the Juggernaut bitch to Two Girls, One Cup. I've seen it all. I've never, ever seen this. You know what I'm saying? Ever. And, you know, Aries Spears must have not thought it was funny because it wasn't on it's not on his channel either. So, and all of a sudden, Tiffany Haddish worth $6 million, I think, probably more. And suddenly you got this woman coming, these kids coming out of nowhere, they're adults now, saying, I mean, a lot of this stuff is stupid, and, you know, all this trauma, and then the mom, I guess the mom had been trying to sue her. I want to tell y'all something. I'm going to be 100 with y'all. I have a hard time believing any type of celebrity assault from 2010 to the present. Let me tell you why. Because YouTube, Twitter, social media is a very powerful weapon. It can be a gift and it can be a curse. It's a fucking beast if it has to be. Let me explain to you. Y'all remember in New Year's, this past New Year's, that girl made that tweet about not Neo, but Trey Songz. All she said was Trey Songz was a rapist. And that's all she said. And y'all lost it. That girl had, y'all made assumptions. Y'all were just going in. That's all she said. She didn't give no explanation. She just said Trey Songz was a rapist. She just said she was raped. She didn't say if her homegirl was raped. She didn't say if her dog was raped. Y'all took that and y'all ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Social media is a powerful tool. Had this been a situation where she wanted Tiffany to be canceled, you know what I'm saying? Tiffany would have been canceled a long time ago. There wouldn't have been a girls trip. Her career would have been done. She'd have been like, what's that one chick, Ariana, whatever her name is, the one chick, she was like the one that's stalking 50 Cent. It would have been like her. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing. I want y'all to really understand and feel me on this. Like I said before, I work in the children's home. I work, you know, basically working in child services, and I would have to routinely sit in on visits and sit in with parents that would go back and forth with their kids. One of the things I was very good at was distinguishing if parents were genuine about getting their kids back, or if it was just a financial gain, or if it was just trying to be like a flex or something like that. I remember one time there was this young lady, and her brother. They were both in our care, and they kept, like, the mother was really fighting for custody, but the father was fighting too. The father, now, he was real quiet. He was real meek. He just wanted his kids. He said, you know, he was always talking to us, and, you know, he was always calling to check on the kids, and he was just like, I don't like them there. They got plenty of family out here. It reminds me of my situation. That's another story for another day. The mother was really going in, like, she was asking all these weird ass questions, like, can I claim them on my taxes still? And I need to get them back because we really need, you know, I need to know if it's going to happen because I need to go and sign up for food stamps. And she was really making it about the money. Long story short on that, the father ended up getting custody because the mother, it turns out the mother just didn't care. You know, the mother was just, she was abusive. She didn't care about the kids. She was more, you know, people were coming forward and saying that she was spending most of the food stamps and any type of money she was getting and things like that on her boyfriend, and the kids were highly abused, so they ended up going with their dad. So, but I really find it odd because we also, in this day and age, we use the term mental illness very loosely. I do feel like there are people who have, you know, there are a lot of people that have mental illnesses, but people use that as a scapegoat to get their way on a lot of shit. Me personally, I suffer from depression, and I suffer from, you know, I have anxiety issues, but I would never use that as a scapegoat to try to get some money out of somebody or try to rip someone off. I would never do that. I just think that's horrible. I think that's one of the worst things you can do. And now, like, this one, basically they're trying to say this woman, I guess she has some type of mental illness. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. But her daughter, who is now of age, she's taking over it. I guess the mother tried to sue and try to do get all types of stuff with Tiffany Haddish and get things going. But none of it felt right. None of it felt like it was so, to me at least, because none of this made sense because the power of social media, you could have been tore a new asshole in Tiffany Haddish. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Cosby's situation was different, you know, because we heard about that over the years. You heard the whispers in the wind. This is super different. This is so different because now you got Tiffany Haddish, like, out the blue, this woman, and Tiffany spoke on it. She didn't speak on it, but she made a statement. And, you know what I'm saying, they said she's in Greece hiding. I don't know if that's true or not, but she has a lot of people coming to her defense. Jason Lee, Corey Holcomb. It's so many people that are coming to her defense, and I'm pretty sure there's people behind the scenes that's showing her love. But there's a lot of people that are bashing her. There's a lot of people that are using this time to throw her under the bus, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's really unfortunate for people to really come out and try to speak their mind when the first thing that these people were trying to do was get money out of her. I'm sorry. You know, you can say what you want to say, but I'm the type of person that I feel like if you're out here trying to get somebody and the money's more important than justice, then that makes me kind of lean real heavy on you. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, for instance, the O.J. Simpson thing, how these people are really pressing him for money and shit. My thing is justice, bro. If you kill my kid, my daughter especially, I mean, I love my kids equally, but I'm just saying, you murder my daughter, bro, I don't care, you know, and I know you did it, homie, ain't nowhere you can hide. R. Kelly situation, everybody was so pressed about that. You're not keeping my daughter from me, bro. Unless my daughter's grown and she can tell me she's okay. If I got my daughter involved, first of all, even with the R. Kelly situation, which is kind of similar, because let's be 100. Who the hell is letting their kids, I don't care how good of friends we are, who's letting their kids go and be in a video skit without them looking at it? This is the day and age where if you want your kids to be actors, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you want your children to be actors or actresses, you need to get them an agent, or you need to play their agent. You need to read scripts. You need to read some posters and all that shit. You got to know what the fuck you're getting into. You need to know the business. You need to know that you're getting paid. That way, if you read the script and it calls for your son or your daughter to get naked in the tub with a grown-ass man, you can say no. I'm not trying to deflect. That's just facts. I don't care if Beyonce and Jay-Z come and they say, man, 2000, your daughter is so talented. We want to put her on. We want her this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I would have been like, great, I really appreciate that. When do we leave? Because ain't no way in hell my daughter's not going to be, and my daughter's 14. Ain't no way in hell my daughter's going to be without me, her mother, her grandmothers, or her sister. Period. It's not happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. So, to me, when this mother, and you got to put some blame on her, because when Tiffany, if Tiffany went to her, because she said Tiffany basically came and got the kids or whatever, when Tiffany comes to her, and I know y'all probably gonna make the comments, well, if she trusts, no, parents can't watch kids, we just ain't going. I mean, lately it's been different because my daughter's old enough now to where we let her watch the kids on short out moments at a time, like maybe for us to have a moment, go out to eat or something like that. We ain't staying all night. But anyway, I look at this situation. It's very unfortunate that it's happening, but unfortunately, through this, you be on some stuff, it'd be trash or it'd be something inappropriate, and at the time, you think, oh, this person got my back. You know, they think it's funny. They're the professionals. I'm just trying to get in the game. You do it, and then you find out it's some horrible stuff, and you're like, damn. Tiffany probably wasn't even thinking about that damn skit. She probably wasn't even thinking about the skit because it ain't on YouTube. Well, it wasn't. Now people are posting it now. Which, let's get to that. People posting and reposting the skit. I don't care how much editing you do to it. You are trash. You are trash. Same people that probably watched the R. Kelly tapes. You are trash. I don't care. I can see maybe a screenshot to show his face, or show what the kids look like and stuff like. No, not even the kids, because you don't be exposing the kids like that. I know they're grown now, but yeah, you are trash. I would never, and even on my thumbnail, I would never do that to a child. Period, bro. I don't care who you are. Never. So if you're reposting the video on YouTube, you are trash. I don't care who your favorite YouTuber is and whatever, they getting views off of somebody's trauma. That's sick. You know what I'm saying? But Tiffany Haddish, I'm pretty sure her people are going to fight this because this is, they said the woman tried this before, and not only did she not get into court, her lawyers dropped the situation. That tells me almost everything I need to know. Lawyers don't drop cases like that. The people say, well, it's hard because those type of case. Nah. When you got someone like Tiffany Haddish, you know what I'm saying, like that, someone like that, they're not going to drop the case unless you can't pay them or unless it's a situation where it's bullshit. So now Tiffany Haddish is worth some money. There's a video out, so they're going to try their luck. I honestly feel like Tiffany Haddish is, going to either get off, because it sounds like she's not trying to settle, and that's good for her. I'm proud of her for not settling. Hopefully she gets through this, and we can keep it going. She had a lot of opportunities coming up, and I just hate to see them squandered because you know how Hollywood, not Hollywood, but you know how social media is. They'll cancel you because you breathe wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, but I really wish her the best. Everybody out here on that fake rage, all you fans, all you fake fans, and all you fake people out here on this fake rage tip, talking about she's a sick person. I haven't seen the one with her in it, so I don't know how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? She was in the one with Aries Spears, but she wasn't making the kid do anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to, and here's the thing, I want y'all to understand something. You really want to, if you want to cancel some shit, go watch old episodes of Full House. The nigga Danny Tanner was in the tub with twins. I don't know if he was naked, but he was in the bathtub with twins. Whether he had his shorts on or not, that's not cool. You see the movie Blank Check? My boy was a young boy kissing a grown woman. Yeah, dig? It's all out there, bro. I mean, even the situation, there's so many movies out there and videos out there, even if grown folks play them, these motherfuckers will play on perverted ideas and y'all laugh at the shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think the shit's funny. You know what I'm saying? There's like mad movies out there. Hell, the movie Precious. How many times did Lee Daniels show, even though Gabby's, I believe she was a grown woman, even though it's her playing a child getting raped by a grown-ass man. That's perverted as fuck. I only had to watch Precious once. I don't need to see that shit again. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of movies out there. American Pie, Stifler's Mom. Come on, man. And I know the difference. I know that, most of these movies I mentioned have, with the exception of Blank Check because he was a kid, most of these movies have grown people portraying kids. And I think that's where they messed up. They should have had some grown people playing the kids or something. Or have the parents sign a release, have the parents on set. I would have did that. First of all, I'm not making no skits like that. Second of all, me and my little team, we're getting a team together where I'm actually about to start making movies. One of the things we talked about even before the situation was working with kids. And I said, the parents or the parents need to either appoint a guardian or they need to be there to sign off on everything we shoot. When every time we're doing a scene with that kid, they need to sign off on this day that they signed that this is cool. So they know, so we are protected and it will be notarized. I don't play that shit, bro. You're not about to sue me, my nigga, because 3 years later you feel a certain way. The video wasn't popular until now. That's the craziest thing about this kid. They were talking about they were traumatized. That video had maybe 1,500 hits. Now it has millions of views. You literally opened up a Pandora's box of something that nobody knew nothing about. Why? Because sexual assault in Hollywood and in the industry is the prime weapon to go against black celebrities and especially black men. It's the prime weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, if you want to get a bag, if you fucking dated somebody that was a celebrity and you felt like they might have done you wrong, ladies, or even fellas, depending on what your preference is, sue them, shit. All you gotta do is say, I slept with such and such, and he used to always touch me, beat me, blah, blah, blah. The world's gonna believe you immediately. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear the other side of the story. They just want to cancel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Tiffany Haddish, with her mouth, she wants to speak on it, but she's probably doing what people do. And stop saying because she's not talking about it, that means she's guilty. When you hire attorneys, that's one of the first things they tell you when there's some shit like this. Don't say nothing. Don't speak on nothing. Look at Gary Owens. You know, he's going into it with his wife, you know, right now. They getting a divorce and everything. She's out here blurting out shit and saying he ain't said nothing. Now she looks like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? He's like slowly starting to give us little tidbits of shit, which he probably had his publicist and his lawyer approve. But from the looks of it, it looks like she might have been the issue. He said there's a big bomb that he's about to drop. And honestly, I feel like Kenya cheated on him. And if that bomb drops, boy, a lot of you females are going to be looking stupid. But that's another story for another day. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Gary, do you think that that people are doing Tiffany Haddish too wrong? Do you feel like she's she's deserving this? Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get the conversation going, man. As always, holla at your boy. I appreciate y'all for even clicking on this video, whether it's 2 views, 200 views, 2,000 views. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.